Yes, good morning. It's so nice to be back once again. I am beginning to share another added reference for our week 4, quarter 1 lesson. This is all about thesis statement. Of course, your presenter, Teacher Means. These are our objective for this morning. Identify the details in writing a thesis statement, namely topic, point, position, cite an example of thesis statement, analyze the given examples, and develop an essay. Let's continue. Let's get started and engage. What is your concept about thesis statement? Okay, so I heard from you before that when you are using a thesis statement, you are engaging yourself into a number of paragraphs as far as essay is concerned. Yes, you're right. Because when you are developing an essay writing, you will always be guided with the so-called thesis statement. Okay? And these are the informative definitions what a thesis statement is all about. It serves as a guide in developing an essay, as I was saying. It is intended for essay writing. It is a central idea of a text or a wallpaper. It has three important details: the topic, the point, and the position. You just attended your F2F classes last August 5, 2024. What would you like to share for your first previous F2F classes here in SBSF? I guess there could be a lot of things that you could share during your first day of F2F classes for the school year 24 and 25. Okay, so upon hearing all those reasons of yours, let's try to come up with the prepared topic that you would like to develop for an essay. Okay, some of these topics that prepared by the student has something to do with the floods, economy, rules, and regulation. Obviously, these topics are very, very broad. Now, when you are coming up into an essay or even a paragraph composition, you need to limit your topic. Because if it is not, your mind will tend to become more complex. So there must be a focus on what particular thing would you like to emphasize in your write-ups. Okay, for example, how would I limit this? Plots. It can be limited in a way of saying the impact of flooding in SBSF, the floods in SBSF. Those are already a limited topic. Economy is also a broad topic. The economic status of the municipality in Macabebe for the past 2 years. That's also a limited topic. Or it could also be the income of the family annually in among families living in a certain area. What would be the bracket earning a certain amount, such as 30,000 to 50,000, 10,000 to 15,000, and the likes. Rules and regulation. You might be referring to the rules and regulation imposed by your teacher inside the classroom or perhaps implemented by the school. So those are already limited topic based from this general topic is given. Now we're also having this what you call point. When we're referring to the point, this is basically pertaining to the idea, expression, and a statement added by the writer to the given topic. It may be fiction or nonfiction. If it is fiction, that is based on imagination, and if it is nonfiction, that is based on reality. For example, the floods in SBSF has created negative impact to the students. Okay, has created negative impact to the student is a point that you added to the given topic. Economy, economic status in the municipality of Macabebe was getting better for the past 2 years. So what's getting better would be your point. Okay? Rules and regulation must be strictly implemented. Okay? Rules and regulation in our school must be strictly implemented. Those additional complete predicate are a statement expression added to the given limited topic. When these two are put together, we're calling this topic sentence. This is not yet your thesis statement because topic sentence is needed for you to be able to come up with a thesis statement. Topic sentence is a combination of limited topic and point, and this is very useful when you are developing a paragraph composition. In most paragraph composition, the least number of sentences entailed on it are five sentences, where the first sentence tag as your introduction, second, third, and fourth it will be the main body, and the last sentence will serve to be your conclusion. So that's can be already considered one paragraph if you are having a topic sentence. And the topic sentence in your paragraph can be found at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. Sometimes it is not being expressed, it is implied, and you will be the ones going to provide for that. And we call that implied topic sentence. Another, we're also having this economy. Economic status in the municipality of Macabebe for the past 2 years was getting better, or was getting better is your point. It can be fiction or non-fiction, depending upon on the purpose of the writer. Why it was getting better? There must be some kind of support later on. When these two are put together, we're calling this topic sentence. This is also be useful when you are developing a paragraph. The third one, rules and regulation in the school must be strictly implemented. Must be strictly implemented. Must be is your point. Can either be fiction or non-fiction. When limited topic and point are put together, we're calling that topic sentence. All right. So we have already the two details of a thesis statement. The third detail for a thesis statement is what we call the position. The position will support the point of the writer going to the original topic cited by the writer. For example, the impact of flooding has created uh, negative impact, or perhaps has created burden on the part of the students, has created great burden among students because they are struggling on their schooling. Because they are struggling on their schooling, it's a position that support um, the point, creating a negative impact concerning the flooding in SBSF. So when these three are put together, the topic, the point, and also the positions, we're calling that this is a statement. Floods in SBSF has created negative impact because the students are struggling on their schooling. Okay, that's already a thesis statement. When you are developing a paragraph for this, an essay for this, you are going to focus your idea within this thesis statement. The central idea and the oneness of thought throughout the entire text are found in your essay and be guided with the so-called thesis statement. The next one, the economic status in the municipality of Macabebe for the past 2 years was getting better because of the constructions of different business establishment. Constructions of business establishments support the point why it was getting better, and the municipality has gained a good economic status for the past 2 years because when the when the uh, people in the community or in the municipality are constructing business, they are paying tax revenue to the municipality that increase their the tax revenue for the entire year. And then the rules and regulation must strictly be followed in order for the students to gain discipline at all means. If there is rules and regulations to be followed, the students are will become fully aware that they need to be like this, that they need to follow this. So for them to be disciplined is a position that support the point that they need to follow with respect to the topic about rules and regulation in the school. So with that example, flood has created negative impact because the students are struggling on their attendance in going to school. The economic status in the municipality of Magitic Nakabebe was getting better because of the constructions of business establishment. Rules and regulation in the school must strictly be followed in order to gain further disciplinary action among the students. So all of those are now thesis statement. Okay, let's continue. All right, this is a way of cultivating one's mind. Essay writing is going to be required. Do it on the board. Be guided with a thesis statement. Observe the consistency of tenses and point of view. Now, if we're going to do it on the board, of course, we will be guided with our limited topic or title. And then we will be guided, of course, with the thesis statement, which serves to be the central and main idea throughout the entire paper. Observing the consistency of tenses where the tenses of the verb are basically consistent and the point of view or the point of persona who's going to talk here. The first person, the second person, or the third person. Now let's try to see the sample as given. So this is an example of essay writing and our topic is all about flooding. And then it was actually particularized the impact of flooding in SBSF and the point of the writer can be more challenging for the students and then the position because of the struggles in attending their schooling. Okay, why it was challenging for the students uh, to uh, to go to school in SBSM, knowing what would be the impact of flooding for them, and then what would be the support positions going to be added to support the point why it turned out to be challenging because they have a lot of struggle in attending their schooling. Sometimes they might be going to uh, submit the requirements delayed, so it could also be a cause of delay for that matter. Let's try to see how did you come up with this example as I heard some ideas from you. The impact of flooding in SBSF. So this is now the introduction, and the introduction was actually started with a narrative technique where the writer was telling the story during August 5. It was August 5, 2024 when FTF classes started in SBSF for the school year 24 and 25. The students at once felt uncomfortable. They thought that they would be in their classroom with their classmates respectively. But then again, as they entered in the room, most of them were so surprised for having combined with the other sections in the class. Basically because of the unavailability of the classroom, they had no choice rather than to stay in the class for the purpose of acquiring new knowledge and learning. Despite the situation in the school, students were also having challenging time in commuting going to school. Added to this was the sudden fare hike of the utility vehicles in going to school. So this is now the introduction concerning this. This is a statement, the impact of flooding in SBSF can be more challenging for the students because of the struggle in attending their schooling. Let's proceed. This is the continuations of the essay. Nevertheless, with the ongoing scenario, the students had never felt sense of backing out in reaching out their goal. Likewise, the difficulty that they encountered in going to school led them to be motivated regularly. Truly, all of them did feel dismayed and disgusted, imagining the idea in going to school with their barefoot There were so great sacrifices on the part of the students, yet they valued much their schooling despite the situation in the school. Moreover, when it comes to sharing knowledge to the students, the teacher were doing their part to give the best knowledge that the students deserve for. Though it was quite a little hard for the teacher to attend a multi-combination of classes in the school, both teachers and students took their part in accomplishing the target objective of the lessons intended for the day. If it would be possible, there would be another way to fulfill these objectives, and this way was then an alternative delivery mode of which obviously done through online. In here, not only the students in here, not only the patients of the teachers are being tested, but also the students. Although great hindrance is being okay, so the previous paragraph, those are the main body content where it supports what have been presented, what has been presented in the introduction, and then the details and the informations are supported in the body. These are the key ideas and supporting details, and then the latter part, this is the conclusion. Although great hindrance has been in the middle backs of nowhere, the teachers remain in keeping service to the students, and students were continuously aiming high for the success of the goal, all the of the goal in life, and take everything a challenge for life, as they believe no amount of sacrifices they could do to their dreams, as long as their teachers, parents are just behind their back in fulfilling their dreams in life. All right, the conclusion is a matter of restating what has been presented in the introduction. Again, the body, these are presented in a form of key supporting details, and also the logical presentations of the ideas using the cohesive devices within the paragraphs, as nevertheless, though, truly, likewise, moreover, despite, and so on. Not only but also both, and those were cohesive devices that were used. And then the latter part, which is the last paragraph, that's already the conclusions, where the writer took a judgment that despite all those challenges and hindrances in going to school, the students are still standing firmly on what they are believing for. So let's give it up for those kind of perspective in the lives of our students. Okay, let's continue. Do you have more some questions to be asked concerning our lesson 4 or week 4 about thesis statement? So if you have nothing to be asked, thank you so much for listening and watching. Once again, this is your EAP teacher, Teacher Migs. Thank you.